Sideshow PoisonIvy exclusive, limited to 250. About to open her up. All right, pretty nice art box. On this side, it looks like she has like a green Hydro skin. Maybe there's a variant coming. I'm not sure, but yeah, the art box is pretty nice. Let's get PoisonIvy open. All right, here's the PoisonIvy open. There's some foam here. Well, not foam, but it's just like extra padding. We have PoisonIvy here, the base, and several pieces of the base. Sideshow just released their unboxing, so I'm gonna get all this unwrapped and put her together. Hey collectors, here's PoisonIvy fully assembled. It's kind of like a Poison Ivy on Throne. If you don't know who PoisonIvy is, she's her real name is Dr. Pamela Isley. She's a botanist, and she is one of Batman's rogues. She was injected with like a toxin, so then now it makes her immune to all toxins, and she has like a deadly kiss, and she can augment her body durability and strength, and communicates with plants and all that stuff. So she's one of his more super powered villains. And yeah, so this one was listed as Sideshow site as an exclusive. No one really knew what that meant. It was just listed. There was no actual exclusive. It actually comes in one piece. The head is attached to her, and then there are several attachments to the base, which is like the creatures, animal creatures she has, or plant creatures. And yeah, I mean, it all goes in pretty well, except for the one where that she's actually like scratching. That one I really had to like get in there to make it fit. But other than that, looks great. What else? There's not much else. I mean, to me she's modeled more as out of her first appearance and how she looked in the Batman animated cartoon from the 90s. And you know, it's painted really well. Trying to get a bit more light on it, but let's kind of go in closer to her face. Yeah, so it's pretty good. I mean, here we go. It's painted really well. The eyes are really good. There's no googly eyes here. She's more in like a sultry type of look. She's known for trying to, like, you know, seduce Batman and other villains. I mainly know her from the animated show and Batman Hush, where she controlled Superman. In that comic, you know, that's where he fought Batman, and Batman used like his kryptonite ring and stuff. It was pretty cool. It was kind of like explaining how, you know, Superman is such a good person that he normally, you know, he could kill Batman very easily, but because Clark is a good person, he doesn't. So he's kind of like fighting Ivy's mind control. Oh, hold on 1 second. There's a styrofoam there. I'll get it out. But yeah, so statue wise, it looks good. I mean, Sideshow posted pics of this and like you know, one of the Sideshow paints on this, and you know, from those, I don't know if it's the studio lights or whatever, but the green was a bit more vibrant in those prototype pics. Here it's a bit darker. Same with her hair. It's not as fiery bright red as it was from the Sideshow painter. I think her name is Chi, when she painted it. And you know, it's not gonna look like that because this is a production piece, so they're making, well, here they only made 250, so you know, they're not all master paint jobs, so is what I'm saying. But overall, I like the look of it. I mean, the vegetation looks pretty good. What I don't like really is the Gotham PD sign. Doesn't really look that different color-wise from the vines coming out. I think the vines could have used a bit more green, but then it could have clashed with her costume. I could see that, the reason why. Her little vine guys, I mean, they look pretty good. They look good. I think it just looked a bit more, it just color wise it was brighter in the prototype pics. And if you look at this guy, you could see his tongue, it's shiny, so that's really good. I like when they do that. The teeth look great. Sculpt wise, I think it's amazing. Paint wise, I mean, I that was the only thing I had concerns with is, would they be able to match the prototype? And for the most part, I think they did. It's just that's the problem when you see prototypes. I mean, you're always gonna compare it to that, especially when they have when they do those studio picks and then they do the paint apps from the master painter. Sorry, video dropped there for a second. But overall, I think the paint job is really nice. It's pretty good. I mean, it's never going to match the proto, and I'm really happy with the paint job here. I mean, it's not like this is Sideshow Darkside or anything like that where it looks horrible. I mean, they did a really good paint job on there. You could see the shadows in her legs, where her knees bend, the musculature here. It's all different shades of green. Her boots, same thing. It's darker green near the bottom of the boots and different shades of green throughout her costume. Again, like I was saying, that in the proto, I think the lighter tones were a bit brighter, but this is really good. And I don't see any seams really on her hair. I know in the proto they came as a separate piece. Production's always different, but it looks really good to me. Anything else? I think I discussed the base already. I mean, I don't see seam lines. They're pretty well hidden in the base. I know like I have their latest Jean Grey in the Flames. You could see visible seam lines, and that was because it was pink. This, because of the vines, the way the vines are painted. I mean, sorry. Because the vines are painted, it pretty much hides a lot of the seam lines. The metal bars here, they're pretty good. I mean, they kind of match the rest of the base. I mean, I think maybe that could have been, I don't know if you can try to paint it more metal looking. I don't know, but I'm not a painter. I suck at painting. I used to build model kits, and that was always the worst part for me. But anyway, here's my review. I like it. I also, I'm looking to probably get the Harbottle version and maybe do a comparison with that. And I've always wanted a PoisonIvy. I missed out. I didn't get the first one. I didn't really like that one that much. It was too cartoony to me. The second one I really did like, but I just wasn't collecting DC at the time. And now that I'm going with my DC villains, this was perfect for me. And it's, she doesn't take up much room. She's kind of like on a throne. She's given that seductive look, and it's similar to the Prime 1 where she has her little vine creatures around her, and I love the look on this one's face. He looks like he's smiling because he's scratching him on the bottom. So that's really cool. And here's a close-up of the face. I mean, I think it's really good. This dude looks like he's happy chewing on the cop's hat. And this one's just happy to be there. So again, great piece if we were able to get it. I know a lot of waitlists have been converting since the Harbottle PoisonIvy was released for PO. So hopefully if you are interested in this, you're able to get on the waitlist and it converts. And so there's not much else to say. Looks really good. Congrats to all those that got it. Low ES. I'm happy to have this one in my collection. All right. Thanks for watching.